And there was a notification that went out on the 14th of December, and this came from out of Helen Joseph Hospital by an E. De Bruin, a dietetics, making the announcement and informing that halal food services will no longer be available at Helen Joseph Hospital as of the 15th of December 2020. And we joined on the line this morning by Kwara Kekana, spokesperson for the MEC for Health. Kwara, good morning to you. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. Good morning to you and good morning to the listeners.
Kwara, this communication that has come out, and I see it's come out signed by Helen Joseph Hospital. And just looking at it from the Gauteng Health Department, firstly, is the Gauteng Health Department, is the MEC aware of this decision that has been taken with regard to termination of halal food services at Helen Joseph?
So the department, through the MEC and the acting head of the department, yesterday immediately instructed the hospital to withdraw the communication and to ensure that there is no, discontinuing of the halal food services in that facility, and to ensure that the issue is immediately resolved and that there's no further interruption of that particular service. So this was done yesterday, and we can report that yesterday evening, as far as the report that we've received, Muslim patients did receive halal services, halal food services in the facility. So this communication by the hospital for us is simply unacceptable. And as per the immediate action, through the office of the MEC and the office of the acting HOD of the Department of Health, this was corrected yesterday.
Well, just to understand you correctly, so this decision was made by the hospital without the Gauteng Provincial Department of Health even having any knowledge of this decision.
Yeah, so maybe let me take into just explaining how the hospitals function. I mean, hospitals are quite huge, and that's why there's an executive management team that they do various things and just take in terms of operational issues, day-to-day running of the facilities. That is then done by the facilities themselves. But of course, when decisions like this really come to the attention of the MEC or the attention of the HOD, are really quite concerning, and that is why there was a necessary and immediate intervention taken by the MEC and the HOD yesterday pertaining to this particular decision taken by the unit and directorate responsible. So this was for us simply unacceptable, and that's the communication that the MEC strongly made to the facility, and that she also demanded that it be quickly corrected.
Do we know why this communication came through and why the decision was taken to terminate halal food services at Helen Joseph?
Well, as far as we understand and the explanation received, I think it was issues around, the arrangement or existing arrangement with the provider for the halal food services in the facility. I think that had come to an end. But of course, this speaks to also just poor planning on the part of the facility in terms of ensuring that there is a continuation of service and that a solution is put in place, either through, getting an alternative service provider or whatever the case might be, ensuring that the service is not discontinued.
Yes, and I think what has been problematic, Kwara, is when one looks at the timing of this and when this communication was issued. It was dated the 14th of December and saying that it's going to be terminated the very next day. And this clearly puts the communities, it puts the patients obviously in a spot of bother because there was no advance notification. 14th and 15th is not available.
Yeah. So, but we can allay, loved ones that have family members in hospital at Helen Joseph. We can allay their fears and assure them that, the issue has been resolved through the intervention of both the executive authority and the HOD, of course. We can allay their fears and ensure them that, there will be no disruption of the provision of halal food services. And of course, if people have any issue, they're more than welcome to engage with the office of the HOD, the office of the MEC as well, on this particular issue. But, the provincial office intervened quite quickly and the service is continuing.
Yes, obviously this speedy intervention was most welcome, on the part of the MEC and the HOD as well. And considering Helen Joseph, and we know the communities that Helen Joseph serves, in terms of its patients and in terms of its patient makeup as well. And we know that there are many people in and surrounding the areas of the Helen Joseph Hospital many where we have large Muslim populations. We're looking at areas like Mayfair, you're looking at areas like Bosmont, Rivoli, all those areas around there.
Yes.
There are large Muslim populations. And, for those of us who have been to Helen Joseph Hospital, we see the patient makeup, the patient mix. And this is absolutely important. This is crucial. But I must say that, obviously, with the speedy intervention, this has certainly been most welcome, Kwara.
Yes, no, you're correct in terms of the kind of in the catchment area that Helen Joseph, the patients that come into the facility and the areas that you've also cited, there is a large or a notable Muslim population, and that will also then translate to the kind of patients that we receive into the facility as well. You're quite correct that this would have had, really undesirable consequences had it not had there been no intervention.
Well, Kwara, thank you very much for that update and for coming on and talking with us this morning. We wish you all the best, and please be safe. Please take care.
Thank you so much.
Kwara Kekana, a spokesperson for the MEC for Health, joining us this morning. So this matter is now been resolved, and there were concerns with regard to this food service unit or the halal food services that were terminated at very, very short notice. So fortunately, the intervention was there. It was quick, it was sharp, it was done speedily, and the matter is now being resolved. The time is just gone 9:43 a.m. We come back, we'll be joined by Qari Ziad Patel, Al-Imdad Foundation.
Anjuran Boys College is an independent boarding and day school situated on the N1 highway in Polokwane. We encourage